have friends who are like huge fans of Dr. Gameshow. Like, I've met random people on hikes in Scotland who just like talked up your podcast at random in conversation. So,
how does it come up?
you know, the usual thing where people are like, what podcast are you listening to? And Dr. Gameshow.
Wow. You know, Kyle, there's like that thing where you're like, my friend has a problem, but you're really talking about yourself. But I do think in this case, you are talking about your friends. So that's good.
It's Joe, Joe the Firestone. Do we wanna play a game? Tell her we're not home. But she needs to know she's got the game show, game show, game show.
We've got a special guest with us, Kyle Marian, who's a former physical anthropologist turned comedian, producer, and science journalist. She produces New York City's Filipino Comedy Festival and the Symposium Academic Stand-Up, which features nerdy comedians alongside academics and researchers. She's trained to translate their research into comedy. Kyle, we're so glad you're here.
Welcome.
Are you a competitive person? Do you like to play games, or are you like anti-game?
Oh, I love games. I am competitive, but growing older, I realized the worst game I've ever played is Catan because I always lose. So I've devised a plan where even in any game that I play, I make up my own rules so I always win, even when I lose. So that's how competitive I am.
Okay, perfect. So Kyle, you might be playing against some of these people we have on the show today. Well, every game is climate themed, and perhaps we'll fix the Earth. Manolo, how are you doing?
I was in the middle of eating chicken.
You were eating chicken in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, it's lunch for us now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm in a different part of the Earth. And does the curvature of the Earth have to do with time?
Is this a question for Kyle?
Kyle, science.
Time zones, for sure. I think time just affects everything in general. So you can't get away from that.
That is true.
Listen, if that doesn't resolve your issues, I don't know what will, Manolo. So that, I feel like that, yeah. So you just ate some chicken and now you're back.
I also, in the meantime, while I was eating chicken, I learned a climate fact. So you know how people who don't think that humans affect climate, but they do, and that 17 of the warmest years out of 18 started since 2001. It's all in cycles, but the Industrial Revolution has rapidly increased the carbon dioxide in the air, and it turns out that I could eat chicken without warming it.
Oh, okay, that's where that story was going. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay.
Also, the warming of leftover chicken is also man-made.
All right. I don't think I understand that sentence, but that's great. We're going to keep that in mind, and I'll think about that for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to play 3 games submitted by listeners, and then we will vote on a winner. Kyle, do you sing?
Yes, but in terms of Filipino singing, I am probably more of a backup choir person.
What is Filipino singing?
I think it's just winning competitions in singing. That's what Filipino singing is. It doesn't matter if you're like at somebody else's birthday party. It's also a competition for singing. So that is the traditional Filipino singing.
Do you find that the judgment is like how accurate you are at imitating a famous person?
I think that is the actual bar.
I noticed that after a few drinks, I'll sound closer to Frank Sinatra.
I once said I sounded just like Beyonce.
Okay, well, I did ask for a reason, which is that we do theme songs. We have 3 games, and each game deserves its own theme song. So if you'd like to sing along with Manolo, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. So this first game we're playing is called Dr. Lorax Cohort, submitted by Roxanne Harvey from Los Angeles, California.
All right. Oh, Dr. Lorax and Dr. Lorax cohorts. He's the guy with the trees, right? And the bushy mustache.
That was really nice. Felt like the campfire again.
That's an old Union song.
Kyle, I noticed you did not sing along.
I'm more in a scatting mood, and when Manolo started with the lyrics, I was like, I don't want to overshadow that. So
I understand. So maybe Manolo write the next one for scatting, okay?
Okay, I'll do some hardcore jazz.
I think that'll be better for Kyle. Thank you. Okay, so here's what Roxanne writes. We all know the lorax, he speaks for the trees, but what about the rest of the environment? Come up with a fictional creature who speaks for other aspects of nature using the lorax template. Examples. I am the thorax, I speak for the bees. I am the petrothorax. I speak for precipitation. Describe what your creature looks like and who would play them in an animated film. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to do here. If Joe or Manolo thinks this character has legs, they greenlight the franchise. Losers must donate to a nature fund.
So we have to come up with a pitch deck, and if not, then we have to give money.
Yeah, it seems like it. Oh, 1 second, sorry.
It's okay.
I thought since it's a climate change show, I would place myself recording at a higher level than the sea level.
Oh, where are you?
I'm at the Midtown Library, pretty much dead center on the island of Manhattan, far away from a coastline where water can rise. So I'm very safe.
Have you looked that up? Like if your neighborhood is prone to going underwater in like 10 years?
Oh, yeah.
There's like maps
Oh, yeah.
where you see how much it goes underwater.
Where I used to work, one of the science teachers we collaborated with created a lesson plan so that middle school students and high school students can learn about real estate development in the times of sea level rise. So I think the future will be prepared.
What does that mean? Like building office buildings on boats?
No, it's essentially teaching them to think like a real estate developer and like assessing whether or not the plot of land where they plan to like build a home is at risk with sea level rise. It's like a heavy duty plan. I would be so impressed if, a 10-year-old, 12-year-old is able to tell me where to invest my money in the future. I'd love that.
Yeah. Imagine a 10-year-old telling you not to buy that mansion in Miami.
I'm back.
Just talking about sea levels.
Okay, that makes sense.
And real estate.
We're all going to buy beachfront properties? Is that the plan?
Yeah, and it's all going to be brokered by 10-year-olds.
Okay, great. Mine's going to be made of Roblox.
Nice.
Very resilient.
Thank you. I felt like that was a renewable resource. So let's talk to some people. Let's talk to Nick in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nick.
Hello.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Nick,
It's a good Saturday.
Really?
I'd
Yeah.
say so.
It's nice outside. I even had my window open, which is kind of frightening, actually. It's been too warm, you could say, this winter. Speaking of climate change.
Has the snow been intense, or is it just as chill as today?
There has been almost no snow. There's been like snow twice,
Uh-oh.
and that was it.
And you work for a steam company? What's that mean?
Like a steam equipment.
Uh-huh.
So like, the Industrial Revolution.
Sure.
Well, the steam stuff is still around.
What does steam do other than help exfoliate? Or what's the application?
So you could use it like a lot of industrial places, like if you're cooking beans, if you've got a big canning plant, right, and you're cooking
Yes, I
beans,
do,
you're using steam. You could be in a hospital where they sterilize their scalpels and stuff and humidify the surgery rooms with the steam. A lot of heating too.
Nick, did you know that Iceland runs pretty much on steam? Like, they have so much water that all of their power pretty much comes from water and turning it to steam.
I did not know that.
It's where the steampunk movement came from. Everyone in Iceland has those weird top hats with gadgets.
Yes, of course they do. So, Nick, do you have a character for us? You need to come up with the character and describe what they look like and who would play them in an animated film. If we think the character has legs, we can greenlight the franchise.
Okay. So I think my character is called the Lorax, and they speak for the rocks. The rocks need a voice.
Okay, and we do need a physical description and who would play them in the animated film.
Probably like Frosty the Snowman, but made out of rocks. So like
Okay.
3 rocks stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not sure who would play them. I guess who would voice them, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe Danny DeVito, perhaps.
Wait, you think it's Danny DeVito?
Yeah,
Okay.
it might be.
Well, Manolo, do you think this has legs?
I think so.
Nick, you're getting a custom magnet. Okay.
Oh,
This is
awesome. Thank you.
really big. Okay. Thank you, Nick. Really nice work. Talk to you soon. Okay. That was riveting. Okay. So let's talk to someone else. We're going to talk to, let's see, we got Sam in Chicago. Sam, are you in Chicago or Wooddale? Where are you, Sam?
Okay, I am in Wooddale, but I thought Chicago would be easier because I'm just outside Chicago. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Just outside Chicago. Great.
Oh,
Yes.
it's one of those.
Yeah, it's easier.
What's a scenic charge artist? That's what you are.
I am the head of the paint department at a large theater in Chicago.
What show are you working on right now?
Right now, we're working on a show called Penelopead.
Good paint show?
It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow.
I love my job.
So you're in show business, Sam. I feel like you could do this. You got a lorax character for us.
I think we're going to go with the Polorax who speaks for the flowers.
Well,
Like the pollen, Polorax.
okay.
Yeah. And I imagine her being just a tiny little thing, but all of these just stunning colors. Imagine like a Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of look. She's very fuzzy, multicolored, beautiful splotches everywhere.
Splat.
Yeah, but I imagine it being played by the woman from Big Bang Theory, the wife with the tiny voice.
The one who's at night court?
Yes.
You know your Big Bang Theory. See, like if I was an exec or whatever, or person of the Dr. Seuss estate, it's like, why wouldn't you branch out with these things, you know?
Well, there we go. So you'd buy it? You'd buy a franchise?
I would totally buy it. We're going to make some Dr. Seuss money.
Sam, you're going to custom magnet.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yay!
Really good. Really powerful stuff. This next game is called Backronym to the Future, submitted by Carol Iskowich from Los Angeles, California.
Backronym to the future. All right.
This one's a scat one, Kyle.
All right, I'm ready.
I don't know jazz.
Let's do this.
So,
Enough disclaimers. There we go.
Back to the future.
yeah.
Really good. Love that you're outside in public. Love.
I think someone almost threw a penny at me.
Good. Well, I hope you make some money this episode. Okay, so this is Backronym to the Future. This is what Carol writes. A backronym is an acronym deliberately formed to spell out a particular word. In this game, Joe names a word that is climate change relevant, and a player then uses the letters of the word to create a backronym with a climate change solution. For example, if Joe says car, then the player could say consider a ride, meaning think about carpooling with another person. Manolo judges whether it's a real solution or whether the backronym is close enough to making sense. There's no score. So basically, Carol's like, you got to judge if it's a solution and whether it's close enough to make sense, then we'll give it to you.
Then you used your brain.
Mm-hmm. I know Carol from growing up, if you can believe it.
Whoa.
I used to be her babysitter.
You're a lot of people's babysitters.
Well, you got to make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you? They started giving me babysitting jobs when I was 10 years old.
That's weird.
I would never give a 10-year-old children.
Did you have a babysitter on top of like a supervisor?
No, I'd lose children all the time. Lose them.
You need to AirTag them.
I wish that technology existed. Okay, backronym to the future. Let's talk to Alexander. Alexander, where are you coming from?
Hey, I'm in Chicago.
What?
Like many other people today.
Wow. What do you do in Chicago?
I'm a photographer and art director.
Alexander, I have to bring something up.
What's that?
So earlier you were making a lot of hand gestures, and I thought you were just being a very attentive and participatory person to the actual show. But you were, I imagine, were just interacting with Alex's daughter.
Yeah, I was saying hi to
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I like this Alexander. But yeah, just hanging out.
Hello. Yeah. No. It wasn't about the show at all. Sorry.
Well, that's Dr. Gameshow.
Alexander, we don't know you did not tell our producer anything. Your mystery.
Yeah. I like to live that way.
You want to tell us anything about yourself?
I love cocaine. Okay. So yeah.
Alexander, what do you think of Manolo's long diatribe about cooking chicken with climate change?
I mean, it depends where the chicken came from, I guess. Should probably eat local, you know?
Eat local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found it in the sewer.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Alexander, I'm going to give you a word.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to come up with a backronym for it. You ready for that?
Not even, but let's go.
Water. W.
Yeah. Where are the...
Yeah. Where are the... Yeah. Where are the E?
Where are the elephants? What? About water? Reading? That has nothing to do with water, I've helped.
Where are the elephants reading?
That's not even...
Where are they getting their climate information?
Yeah.
Where are the elephants reading? This is your final answer.
Yes.
Right. Well, Manolo, you have to judge whether it's a real solution. And I guess I'll judge.
I would just like to,
Yeah?
okay, there's a political party's particular mascot.
Oh my
right?
God.
So
Alexander.
think about that. Right.
Oh.
Let's talk about where people are getting their news sources from.
Whoa.
And how much fresh water is still available, right?
You just went from confusing my brain to exploding it with a...
That was
level.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Manolo? Do you think it's a real solution? Or do you and I'll go ahead and say, with that save, I think it makes sense. But do you think it's a real solution, Manolo?
I think the first step for coming up with a solution is to ask a question and going from there. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna greenlight it.
Oh, you're getting the custom magnet. You're getting it. That's good.
I've been waiting for this for at least 3 years.
Well, that it's come to you. It's arrived. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And take care to you. Okay, talk to you soon. Okay, wow, that was really riveting. Can we do it again with Joan? Joan in Portland. Joan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Joan. What's going on?
Nothing.
Come on, Joan.
I'm nervous
Why?
Oh, it's okay.
because I have to use my brain and make it be smart.
Isn't that the worst?
Remember when we did Where Are the Elephants Reading?
Yeah, and that was really good. I never could have come up
But
with that.
not at first.
Yeah. And Joan, if at first you don't succeed, just keep talking.
Okay.
Tell us about this drum pad.
It's like a drum pad with some kind of recycled material on top that reminds me of a track and field track. So it's like an upcycled material drum pad that I can practice my paradiddles on.
Paradiddles.
What's a paradiddle?
A paradiddle is a drumming rudiment, and it's a pattern of beats. So you go paradiddle, paradiddle. It sounds like the word paradiddle. Ba, ba, ba,
Paradiddle.
ba. It sounds like that.
I got it. Okay, so Joan, and the word I'm going to give you is leaf.
Let's eat a food. And this is about eating your food, and then after you eat your food, you reduce the food waste
Okay,
by eating all of the food.
Just keep continuing eating.
Yeah.
that was pretty good. What do you think, Manolo? Do you think it...
Yeah, I think that's a solution. That's what I do.
Okay, and I'll say pretty much makes sense. So, Joan, no need to worry. Let's eat a food. You got it.
Yay.
Congrats. Do you want to play the drum? Give us one paradiddle?
This is what upcycled jazz sounds like.
Can you even hear it?
Try it now.
Oh, probably not.
No. Isn't that amazing?
It was really good. So
There's no judgment because we can't even hear it.
I'll add some drum licks over it.
Wow, Joan, great job. Really.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so that was Backronym to the Future. We're going to play one more game. Kyle, any genre you want for the theme song?
Let's do a little lullaby.
Okay, this is a little bit tricky, but okay, here's the game. The game is called The Ice We Skate is Getting Pretty Thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. Submitted by Kai McKenna and Max Schilling from Nova Scotia, Canada. Take it away.
The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting Wait, Alexander said it was sad.
This is why you can't look at the chat.
That feels appropriate to the title of this game. So that felt right.
It's just,
Is nobody going to go to sleep to that?
Manolo, what you got was a lyric, and it was like, and you were like, let me make it the saddest lullaby.
Well, Kyle said lullaby. I don't mean to throw you under the bus.
I genuinely think that if you sang that to babies, they would cry. Okay, so Kyle, was that what you had in mind?
So many lullabies are terrifying for babies. Like Rockabye Baby on the treetop is just as horrifying as Ice Notes. So
Yeah, the next verse was that the baby's in the bottom of the ocean.
Wow.
Think about that.
We don't want to. Okay, so here's how this game works. Scholars must invent a new mode of travel that can help prevent climate change or people can use to get around in the future. Explain why it's a good way to get around and how it's good for the planet. If Manolo would travel this way, he says, hey now, you're a rock star. You win a custom magnet. Example, stroller skates. Like roller skates meets a scooter. Don't need fossil fuels or electricity to get around. Super eco-friendly and very maneuverable. Has a basket for scavenging supplies.
Wow.
Kyle, do you have any ideas for this?
probably adding more legs
Like becoming mutants.
or maybe building
Oh,
extra legs.
or that.
Just strap it on and allows you to move faster.
Whoa. Okay, so you just put us in some kind of Margaret Atwood world. That went really fast to there. So thank you. Thank you, Kyle. It was really, really helpful start to this game. Well, let's see. We have not yet heard from Nate in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yay, PA. Yeah, just enjoying the nice weather, you know, the climate. It's nice.
In Phoenixville, there's a tradition.
Yes. Every July, we all, like, there's local wood places that donate a whole bunch of wood. And then we get, like, local artists to design a big bird. And then we take all the wood and we build a 2-story version of the bird. And then in December, we all set it on fire and watch it. And it's really cool.
Wow. How long does this go back to?
I think they've been doing it for 20 years.
Pretty cool about Phoenixville, because I get it. Phoenix.
Yeah.
You have a husband and 2 dogs that are somehow quiet during this time.
Yes, he's out, like, running them around our neighborhood to keep them silent. So otherwise, they'd be very loud.
There you go.
Great. Do you have a mode of transportation you'd like to suggest?
So I was thinking a very large catapult. My idea is the person would just get into I don't even know what to call it, the basket on the catapult. Then you could have a bunch of people grab onto it and pull it back and just launch them. I feel like it's good because you don't need fossil fuels because there's people like pulling on it. You could probably like create a bunch of like sustainable jobs, creating like pillows to catch people on the other end.
Mhm.
And I think it would be fun just flying through the air like that.
So the sustainable job is pillows? That's perfect.
Like sewing the pillows?
Oh, sewing the pillows. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Oh no, she's cutting out.
It made so much sense. Joe is speechless.
There you go.
You know, Nate, I will say, like, having a mode of locomotion that adds to the job market is pretty great. Where, like, with pillows, you can have people gathering, you know, materials to recycle that are soft.
Oh, yeah.
Fast fashion.
Do you know a job that would add to the pillows that you probably wouldn't think about? It would be checking for bed bugs.
It's a very important job.
Thank you for bringing back bed bugs.
It's getting worse because of climate change. So, you know, this is a great circular economy you're making there, Nate.
Are you serious? They're coming back.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. That and Lyme disease is also like spreading because of climate change. This is a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
Did you say thanks for having me?
and I'm bringing the energy up. Yeah.
So I understand bed bugs, I'm guessing because of the heat.
Yeah, so it just allows them to thrive in areas that they normally, you know, wouldn't be. And of course, like humans traveling more and more contributes to their range where they can spread.
And then the Lyme disease?
Lyme disease is because regions are getting more ideal for their environment. And so you're getting them further into areas that wouldn't have been ideal for them. So for example, this past year, they're like further into, the Midwest of the US as opposed to being concentrated in certain areas, that sort of thing. So yeah, we're making it really great for insects we don't like, but good for them.
Good for them. That's really positive. I love that. So look, Nate kind of opened a window and a door here into this thriving bedbug community. And it looks like Nate did create sustainable jobs with the pillows. So what do you think, Manolo?
Oh, definitely. The whole economy.
But what do you have to say?
Oh, hey, now you're a rock star.
Woo!
Really good job, Nate. Really good, passionate performance there. That was really good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. No, thank you. Okay. So Hadley in Evanston, Illinois. Hadley, are you there?
Hi.
More Chicago.
Chicago trifecta.
I'm not technically in Chicago, but I'm close enough.
Okay, fair enough.
I try to be real about my suburban lifestyle.
Okay, your things you told our producer really go from normal to not. Okay, I'll say that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, the first one you say, I once designed one of the custom magnets. Fun.
Which one?
Interesting.
Yeah, proud of that. It's like an abstract phone.
Thank you.
Then you say, I thought of a funny game to submit once, but it was too labor intensive, and I thought maybe Joe and Manolo would think it was creepy. What's that? What's that?
I probably should not have brought that up because I particularly loved the era of the show where Manolo was creating theme songs that didn't really have anything to do with the game. And so
wait, what era was that?
Yeah, that was an era.
They got really abstract for a little while. So I was thinking about cutting audio clips of some of the theme songs and then asking participants to identify what game they were for. But I think maybe would have come off as creepy.
Okay, Hadley, thank you. And then third thing you say, I still have a baby tooth.
Yeah.
See, that's the creepy one, I think.
Which one? Where is that tooth? In the front?
It's like on the side.
Are you young, Hadley?
I'm 31.
Okay, you're it's just hanging in there.
It's just hanging in there. There's no other tooth, and the dentist said that one day it'll just fall out. And I'm pretty excited to come up with a creative solution for like what to put there.
Okay.
Oh, so like it's gonna come out and it's not gonna be replaced by like a denture tooth.
I mean, it could be.
Isn't that adult tooth just waiting?
No, there's no adult tooth. I also didn't have wisdom teeth. I've got a deficiency of teeth.
Or a perfect amount.
Well, Hadley, I guess your intro took more vulnerability than most. So, do you have an idea for how to get around?
I do. And I'm also really excited because I used to have a Smash Mouth themed radio show in college. So this game is really appropriate for me.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, how'd you film more than an hour?
Oh, we would play different songs like by a theme, and then I would like break down my analysis of them.
Ooh.
What was it called?
I think it was called All That Glitters.
Wow. Oh, a treat.
So my product is called All-Star Super Shoes, solar-powered shoes that enable you to walk faster and for a longer time.
Have you heard of Kyle's idea with more legs?
Yeah, if you add more legs on, you'll get there even faster.
Al, what do you think about this?
Hadley has a solar pack. I mean, I was just thinking, manually operated multiple legs, which would probably be tiring. Mm-hmm. So this is a better solution than mine.
Yeah, I've got your solution.
It seems like a great collaboration here. Put those solar shoes on the multiple legs. You got yourself octopus style. Really good.
Add a catapult to that.
Oh my gosh, you're getting somewhere in no time. Cut your commutes down. Podcast is going down the drain.
Who needs wormholes?
So, what do you think, Manolo?
All that glitters is gold.
Thank you.
What's that mean?
Oh, I'm walking on the sun.
No, what is it? Okay, whatever you're doing.
Oh, it's hey now, you're an all-star.
Okay, there we go. Hadley, you're getting a custom magnet, perhaps your own.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon, Hadley. Really good. So we've played 3 games. We've played the ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. Backronym to the future. And Dr. Lorax cohorts. So usually we vote on a game, but Kyle, because you're our celebrity guest, I'm going to say you should tell us which game you think is the most potent to help.
Look, I am still reeling from Alexander's turn there. You know, the power of backronyms. I mean, I will remember water forever as where all of the elephants read. And I will critically think about our sources of education. So it has staying power. I think the winner for this one is going to be backronym to the future for me.
Wow. Kyle, this is huge for the person I used to babysit who is now an adult. This is really huge. I can't believe it. Congrats to Carol. Kyle, we're so glad you were here to join us today. Would you mind, I hate to ask, but would you mind scatting us out?
Poop is an essential part of the planet. I am honored to scat you out.
That's where it was going.
Okay, here we go. Thank you to everyone who's here. Especially thank you to Kyle for being here too. This is great. Thanks to our producer, Alex Sedan. Our mixer, Andy Christen. And the theme song by Big Q. Special thanks to Beth Osnes for inviting us to participate in this event. Inside the Greenhouse at the University of Colorado, an initiative for creative climate communication. And special thanks for support from the Argosy Foundation. You sound just like Beyonce. You really do.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Good work. Bye.